Alright, welcome. Have some extra time today, so I'm gonna do a little painting. And I hope you'll join in. Wait, why is the stream so chopped off? Oh, here we go. Hopefully you can see all of that. Let me double check. On my second screen here. Okay, cool. So this is Echo Park. A little picture from the other day. And I'm interested in this picture just because of all the vertical stuff is interesting. It's like a little pattern happening, and then there's a lot of horizontal stuff chopping through it. So yeah, I don't know. Feels like a grid to me, and it looks like it might be fun. On the heavy paint side, I've been making some little changes here and there. There was some bugs in the hotkey editor where it wasn't detecting conflicts, and I fixed that. Also adjusted the pressure curve to be a little more natural, hopefully, so it was doing some processing on the pressure before, but now I kind of just turned that all off, so it's just using the straight pressure that comes out of the pen. And also worked on some of the defaults and just fiddled with them, made them hopefully better. Oh, and then also the hotkeys for different modes has been adjusted a little bit to work with this new select by mode toolbar. So if you hold shift, you get the smudge, and when you let go, it goes back to draw. If you hold alt, you get blur and let go, and then hold control, you get the erase preset. So that's how it works. Wow, my voice is still shitty. I thought I would be okay today, but I guess I just haven't talked at all, so I didn't realize. But my voice is shot. So sorry about that. I'll probably shut up at some point. Hello, Shafin. I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm still recovering from Lightbox, but even a week after, I feel a lot better now. Just my voice needs to catch up. Hope you guys are doing okay out there, wherever you are. I hope you enjoy the scribbling sounds. Which I actually do. I want to add all the scribbling stuff, the sound effects back, because I miss having that. The old version used to have this like little digital. Oh no, what happened? What is this? What? Metal. So metal is the video driver. What? Huh. Never seen this one. Oh, okay, we're not too far off. Thank God for autosave. Hey, Mike J. Are you back home now? It was really cool to meet you at Lightbox. And to see the umbrella. And Jojo, my table mate, immediately when she saw the umbrella was like, "Oh my God, can I have it? Can I have it?" I was like, "I don't know. This is a gift. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can give it away." But yeah, Mike J, like, he made a little mini umbrella for plein air painting on your phone. And the other, last week I went out on my own for the first time and painted with the umbrella hat, which was a great success. And I actually didn't feel that awkward. I think there were a few people staring at me, like, because I'm pretty sure I looked like a weirdo wearing that hat, but I just went off to the side and had my tripod, my easel set up at least, so they probably figure, oh, I guess he's a painter. So it was fun though. It helped a lot. I'm into umbrella hats now. God, I wish that were me. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what they were thinking. Yeah. I think I had my my classic socks with slippers outfit also, so there was no hope. But yeah, since Lightbox, I've made a bunch of changes actually. Just judging from all the issues that people were running into. So, like for example, this hard round brush is the new default tool, which I think is good because it's the most familiar or basic type of tool, I guess. So it makes sense to start with that. So I think before I had the fill stretch as default, or I don't know which one was default, but you definitely want some tool that has size to it, I guess, as a default, so this control will do something for them. And by the way, if you guys haven't seen the latest version, this is the new setup for tools. This is the other big thing from takeaway from Lightbox, is that before we had this bar as default, and I think this is a little bit too intimidating for the first time user. So we're gonna hide this by default. So this is all you see, just these 4 little tools here. And then, you know, if you click on it, you get 4 different logical presets for that mode, you know, like a logical blur, a logical smudge, a logical, you know, mix. And then hopefully, if you're curious, you would want to click on this twice, and then you would see, oh, there's two different kinds, or oh, there's like a billion different tools here, right? So that's how it's organized for now. And I think I actually don't mind working this way. Like I actually don't mind having the favorites hidden, and I almost feel like this makes more sense for me. I might use this as my I like work with this setup, because it's sort of nice to have everything here. And it's really nice to have the full names here, just so it's, I don't know, it's less because the presets you do sort of have to parse what this is and decode it a little bit, whereas this one's a little bit easier. And then the other thing here is that if you click on the heart, it will show the favorites, I guess. So it's still discoverable, I think, and hopefully the best of both worlds. The only annoying thing about this setup here is that to get to the tool settings, you have to click on this and then click on the plus to get the tool settings. And I mean, you can kind of live with it if you're not fiddling with the tool settings that much, which honestly maybe you shouldn't be. Like, once you have a setup that you like, you shouldn't have to mess with the tool settings that much. But I don't know, maybe it would be good to have a button, a dedicated button just for tool settings here somewhere. I mean, it could even go on this bar somewhere. I'm not sure. I might try playing with that. You know what? Let's try adding it right now just to see. Let me save this. So let me go into my little UI builder thing. I made a little UI factory here. This is a text representation of the UI. And that's under menus, shapes, mode modifiers, modes. This is the menu that we're talking about here. So we need another button here that would just open up. All it has to do is open up tool settings. So we can make the icon be settings, I guess, or wait, what was that icon? So I have a little icon library here. Tool icons. Do you guys like a gear icon like this? Like this kind of gear icon, or would you rather have one that's more like this with like sliders? I'm gonna try the sliders one right now, but if you have a preference, let me know. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Okay, the icon should be this tool settings icon, and then what the button needs to do is open up the menu. So for that, I have target menu equals tool settings. Okay, and that should be it. And there it is. Okay. This might actually be good, because I think this menu is a little bit hard to discover otherwise. And it's only one extra button here. Alright, I'll try painting with this. Let's see if this feels good. So basically this is the process that I used to develop all of HEAVYPAINT. I just like put a button there, see how it feels, paint with it, give it a little test run. And yeah, a lot of it is just by feeling like that. and a lot of times things that sound good in theory, when you try them out, they don't actually work that well. And so you really do have to test everything one by one and see. I should probably try different tools as well. So the other cool thing about this setup is that now it remembers what your last tool is for that preset. So for example, you know, we have this flat brush, or maybe let me try brow. We have brow, and if I go to erase and then I go back, it still remembers that we're on brow. You know what? I think this blur also, the default blur maybe is not enough. Maybe it should be a little bit more. And also I think I would use blur lasso more, but it's just kind of weird for new people, so I'm gonna leave this on a regular blur, like a draw type blur first. Alright, let me change that too. Yeah, so I've been working a lot on defaults lately, because this new system of everything, a lot of the old defaults don't really make sense anymore. So I'm just slowly going through everything and adjusting. So here's our blur default and blur strength here. And change it to 1. Yeah, I think that's more obvious at least. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, this should be different from this. Another problem I just became aware of is, I don't know if any of you guys are on iPhone, but apparently on iPhone there's a big like white bar that goes straight through this bottom part, and it blocks all these buttons. So, but I'm also afraid to put it at the top, because the issue is, if you have a really thin device like this, and then this is like it overlapping or hidden, and that's not good either. So I just need to find a better, maybe it could go in the middle, but then it's sort of annoying because it gets in the way of your hand. Another option is it could just go here. Could go here. I don't want to be too bad. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's like that. Yeah, exactly. It's covering the version too. I've also made this slider thing. The green outline is a lot thinner now, because the old outline was a bit chunky, and I think I noticed it was like throwing off my judgment of the actual size, because it was especially on small sizes, because it was taking up so much real estate on the size, and it was like, yeah, it was just throwing it off, so I changed it. Fan halo default has been changed too to be fill stretch. I think looks cooler. I wonder if we can use fan halo here or something. Hey, Mano. Let's see, it's kind of pinkish. A little bit grayer. Then slowly, I'm gonna give it like a few steps to crawl over to this, to the left in hue. Well, actually, no. I need to. I need to get to green faster. The right side's not really pink; it's more green. Yeah, I think the pink is lower than how I have it. Let's see, I need a step in between here and the... Oh, there we go. That works. Alright, let's try some fan action. This awkward tree that's like perfectly divided right in the center. Looks weird as hell, but oh well. If I was a better artist, I would adjust this tree to make it look. I would use some artistic license here, but I think my artistic license is expired. I need to renew it at the what do you call it? It's not the DMV, it's the Ministry of Culture and Sciences, I guess. Man, wouldn't that suck if you had to like re-register your artistic license every few years, and then if you can't pass the test, they just say you're not allowed to paint anymore. Like you're a hazard. You're a road hazard to Instagram or whatever. Yeah, they just ask you super basic questions like, what is yellow mixed with blue? And then you answer purple or something, and then they have like a painting instructor person that follows you around with a clipboard while you try to paint stuff, and they're just like, no, this is horrible. And they take your painting and they just rip it into pieces, and they say, start over. Did you guys ever have teachers that would do that? Just take your artwork and rip it up into pieces? That's what we used to have in high school. Which was, it was exciting, at least, because you would go into class knowing that probably somebody was going to end up crying by the end of it. There was going to be, somebody would be traumatized by the end of class because the teacher would just be so brutal. Definitely made yeah, it made art more intense and exciting, I guess. But I don't think you can do that now. It made art into like Game of Thrones or what do you call it, Hunger Games, where everyone's just trying to make it through the day or make it through the critique without getting creamed, or yeah. Yeah, everything was just so much more intense And the teacher's just like, yep, just another day in the office making little kids cry. That's what I do. But honestly, I'm glad that they were really hard on us in high school, because it made everything else seem like easy. Yeah, I went to this, we did like, we were trying to become like the art Olympics or something. So everyone was super intense, and like everyone was, you know, staying up late every night and doing homework and stuff. It was sort of like the college experience of art college, but for high schoolers. And yeah, and then a lot of, I think it was even harder than college in some ways. Yeah, they were more brutal when we were younger like that. And that's why I don't underestimate younger kids. Like, I think kids can actually be world class if they are trying really hard, you know, and training really hard, and they have good teachers and stuff. Kids can do crazy things. I don't discount kids at all when it comes to that kind of stuff. They're actually more intense than adults, I think, when they're training like that, because they feel like when you're a kid, you feel like you have like anything is possible when you're a kid. You don't know what your future is going to be like. You could be the best in the world. You could, you know, there's that hope. You could be amazing if you try hard enough. But then I think as people get older, they're like, oh, you know what? Actually, maybe not. I've been doing this for 10 or 20 years and it still hasn't happened. So, you know what? I need to be more realistic. But kids don't have that yet. So they just like, they could just go all out with no fear or no doubt, no self-doubt. It's pretty amazing. Hey, Tamils, making a video on HEAVYPAINT. I don't know, but whatever you want. I think usually you probably have a better idea of what to do than I do. I make horrible YouTube videos. I'm like the world's worst YouTuber. So whatever you come up with, I think will be great. And I look forward to seeing it. Like, if I was a good YouTuber, I should have titled this video like, "You won't believe what he paints next. LA's decrepit Echo Park in 2022. Is it good? Is it still worth it to paint? I tried the color green, but you shouldn't." Or wait, what did a YouTuber say? My top 10 favorite colors. You won't believe the secret brush that he used to do the water. Okay, yeah. See, I can't even come up with good titles. I'm just garbage. With clickbait. What can you guys in chat come up with a good clickbait title for Tamil for his video? so that can go viral. And yeah, that would be great. Color DLC. You won't believe this brand new color that we discovered in HEAVYPAINT. Never before seen. This art genius invented a brand new color. We could call it Derple or Nurple. I've actually been curious about. I would like to be able to paint in HDR, so you would be able to go to white, right, and then beyond white. So like this, right? You keep dragging up, and you see how the color gets more and more crazy. But you'd only be able to see these colors on a HDR screen. But that would be cool, right? I've been using this. It actually affects the color jitter when you paint, like when you drag above white. So this is, within our regular range, but then if you keep dragging up, you see how it actually affects the color jitter, I think, unless I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. I thought it did. There. See, that color jitter looks real bright. It looks hot. And then if you go down, it gets a little bit cooler. Maybe I can put a little bit over here. Oh yeah, okay. I'm pretty happy with this little jittery part. Looks cool. And I've been trying to just, lately I just save those really super jittery parts for the brightest brights, like all the little things I want to pop out at the end, and it looks real cool. But if you put it everywhere, it looks kind of crazy, but saving it for the end is real satisfying. Do my little lily pads. Oh, Krita has HDR? Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. I don't want to do it anymore. Krita already has it. No, I'm just kidding. I want to do it still. Podcast? Yeah, maybe. My voice gets better. Excuse me. It's too bright. Actually, I've been enjoying the dragging colors around. It's kind of easier to get real subtle things, like subtle gradients like that. Yeah, it's been helping me think of color more like a relative thing than an absolute thing. Because I think of this as an absolute color picker, because like every time you pick a color, it has nothing to do with the last color. Whereas with this thing, it's all relative. When you drag it, it's adjusting what color you already have. So it's like two different ways to pick color. And the lazy way is just eyedropper. I like painting with this hard round too, because it's almost like you can get away with a lot more, or you can get away with a lot simpler looking things when you paint with it, because it's sort of like you've established the rule of that this painting is created with this very primitive tool, so it's almost like it's low poly, or it's pixelated or something like that. So if everything follows that rule, everything looks kind of derpy and low poly, then then it all kind of works. It makes sense in this context, and that just means that you can be like looser and get away with it, which I like a lot. Yeah, I'm actually using a bunch of different tools in here. Well, actually no, I'm just using hard round. Damn. I wanted to check if this setup is like changing the amount of tools that I'm going to use. But it feels very comfortable, and it's sort of relaxing to not have all those presets everywhere, because those are a little bit stressful to look at. I'm not sure if this little gray pathway that cuts through all the trees will look good. I'm going to just stick it in and see. Oh, oops. That looks kind of silly. It looks sort of like a 2-year-old or like a kid drew it, which I like. It looks like a path. It looks like a nice curvy path. I'm gonna try to smudge a little bit. Let's see. I need to add a hotkey for color for this dragging action and for size, so you can drag size. I think those two things would help a lot, actually. I wonder if I can do that. Hope you guys don't mind a little coding. This one might be a little bit involved, actually, but let me see. It would be... So first we need a hotkey for it. So the hotkey would be adjust size. Adjust color. Let me just give it a simple one for now. U. And let's see. So when we press the key H dot adjust color. So this right here is called a state machine, and it's kind of like the brains of HEAVYPAINT here, and it just keeps track of what state we're in, like what are we doing, what mode are we in. So for example, we have idle state where nothing is happening, we have draw state where we're drawing things, loading, replaying, zooming, blah blah blah. So so I need to make a new state, I guess. I haven't done this in a while, actually. Before adding size. Okay, so here are where's the states? Here's all of our states. So we're gonna add one called adjust size and one called adjust color, I guess. So we're going to set the state to be adjust size first. Prints adjusting size. Let me just put that here so we know when we're in that state. I guess I could do the same for adjust color. Print is just saying, like, it's the program's just gonna say this to us so that we know where we are in the program. So let me go back to the hotkeys. Where is it? Hotkeys. So when we hit the adjust size hotkey, it's gonna tell the state to be adjust size state. But then when we let go, so that's when we press the hotkey, when we release the hotkey and adjust. Then we want to go back to idle state. So when we release, go back to idle state. Okay, so let's see if this even works at all. So what was the hotkey? Y? No index adjust state. So we don't have an adjust state hotkey. I thought I put it, or adjust size, sorry. Adjust size, it's right there. S and U. Oh, oops. I wrote adjust state as adjust size. Okay, so it's U and S. Okay, there we go. It says adjusting size down here, right? Good. And then I guess the other thing is when we move the mouse now, it needs to actually adjust the size. So let me go back to the mouse stuff. So when we're in that state, canvas input. This actually has nothing to do with the canvas, so I'm gonna put it in the other input, main input, which is just general input. So in this case, we're gonna be in looking for if event is input event mouse motion. That just means the mouse is moving. Okay, mouse is moving. So let's see if this works. Okay, so you can see that the mouse is moving. We can also print the event.relative. That's basically how much the mouse is moving each frame. So now you can see like how much you know, it's moving -1, 0, right? -1 is on left and right, and 0 is up and down. So that's X, Y, up, left and right, up and down. Now, we don't want it to say mouse is moving all the time. We only want it to happen when we're in the state, right? So what was the state that we're looking for? So we can say match state. Oh, sorry, SM dot state machine. SM is short for state machine. So match state machine state is going to be SM state machine dot adjust size. Oh, it's right there for us. Adjust size. So when we're in adjust size, we can print mouse is moving in adjust size state, and that should only happen when we are in that state. So see, now it's not saying the mouse is moving at all, but if I press the hotkey for size, which was S, now it says it. Okay, good. This is good. Good sign. And when I let go of S, it doesn't say it. Perfect. So now all we got to do is adjust the size in here. And luckily I already have a whole system set up for this, so I could just say gb.set set tool setting size, and then I'm going to get the existing size. So I'm going to get the current size, get tool setting size, and add the the event dot relative dot X, for example. X is left and right, so we're saying we're gonna add the mouse's left and right direction to the existing size every frame when we're in adjust size state. So let's see. If I hold down S, oh, there it is. See, and all the other shit's already hooked up to display the size and everything, so it just works. And that was pretty easy, actually. I'm gonna also add the event dot relative dot Y, and that's up and down direction. But you can see if I go diagonally, it's like canceling each other out. Like this is left and right, this is up and down. They're canceling each other. Because up and down is like backwards. You see, when I move up, it goes smaller. So let me just reverse that. So remember that Y is up and down. So all I need to do is reverse that, say negative instead of positive. And this should give us the correct direction. Yeah. So up up and down, left and right, and then diagonal is like double. So ideally I should make this also sort of exponential, where when we get closer to 0 it gets slower, so that you have more control over the smaller sizes. But I'm gonna save that for later because I'm too excited. I want to do the color thing. So that should be pretty easy because we already set up, we already figured out everything. So now I'm gonna set the color to be what the color already is, plus no. Okay, I'm gonna make a new color variable. And if you don't know programming, guys, a variable, this little var thing, this is just like a little storage container for some information. So this new color container, I'm gonna put inside of it the old color. So this is the old color that this is the current color that we're using. And now all I have to do is say new color dot hue, which is plus equals. So that's just saying we're gonna add whatever. So in this case, we're gonna add the mouse relative motion in the left and right direction is going to add to the color's hue, and then we're gonna set the color to use that new color. So let's see if that works. So the color hotkey is Y, or is it U? I forgot what the hotkey is. Let me see. Adjust color. It's U. Oh, I didn't tell the hotkey what to do yet. So right next to the adjust size, I'm going to tell that when we hit that hotkey, we're going to set the state to adjust color state instead. And now when I press U, nothing happens. Let me go back to the state machine and make sure. Okay, we have that there. Why is it?
Attention, je vais retransmettre pendant 15 secondes le signal sonore.
Adjust color is U. Let me try a different hotkey just in case. Okay, adjust color is not working. Why though? It looks identical to the adjust size. Did I miss something? Oh, they're both adjust size. Haha. Okay, adjust color. There we go. And then I changed the hotkey now to W. There we go. Ah, there it is. See? So now when we move the mouse left and right, it's going crazy. So that just means we need to go back to the adjustment and tune it a little bit. Maybe we multiply the mouse motion by 0.01. So let's just say go slower, because I think it's just speeding. There we go. Maybe even slower. So now, yeah. Does that feel okay, guys? Maybe it could be a little bit faster. Try double that speed. This is all done in GDScript. Okay, I think this is cool. It's matching the mouse speed basically. And then up and down is going to be values. So all we have to do is copy this and we say the color new color.v, which is value, is controlled by up and down, which is Y. The mouse's Y direction is up and down. And let's see if that works. Yes, it works, but it's going backwards, just like what happened with the size. So let's, all we have to do is say negative instead of positive, and that's it. We got it. We got it. Okay. This is cool. So we got size and color. All right. Maybe I could put it on like spacebar. What button should I put it on? Let me try. This one, apostrophe and semicolon. Or it could be like space bar. No. Kind of moves fast. I might go like 0.1 for value. This is so weird. This feels strange. Let me try 0.1 here. But I like it. Maybe it would be cool if there was like a color pop-up right next to under your mouse when you're adjusting the color, even though you already have it here. So maybe it would be like the eyedropper pop-up comes up. Possibly. Let me see. Let me look for the eyedropper guide. So this is the thing that pops up when you're in eyedropper mode. It's a little widget that shows you the color, and maybe I can connect this to a signal. So ev.connect show color indicator. Or we could say match state actually, so that visible. Right now it only shows up when the state machine state is eyedropper, but we could also say or sm.state equals sm.adjust color, and theoretically that should work. Let's see. Oh, what? It only shows up after you release. But we are in adjust color. Oh, I know why. Because it's not processing yet, I think. Let's see if this works. Damn it. I thought we're in adjust color. Okay, for some reason it's not figuring it out. Let me try. So sometimes when a lot of times when I'm confused about what's happening, I just have to go debug it. So debug active. And we're gonna check what state we're in. So here we're gonna say it's gonna show us what state we're in, so I can make sure that we're in the right state. So state 0, state 1. So you can see when I press down the mouse, it says state 1, which is draw state, and 0 when we're in idle state. And then when we switch, we're in 16, which is state 15 is draw adjust size, and state 16 should be adjust color. I don't know why it's not. What the hell? Okay, So when we change the state, it's gonna fire this match state, and it's gonna say become visible if state is just color. Let me print this also. So when we go into the state, it should tell us. Yeah, it says matching state guide false 0. What? Why does it think we're in state? What? That's weird. Because the debug thing just told us that we're in state 16, but then this thing thinks that we're in state 0. This thinks we're in idle. What? Okay, what about if we wait for a second? So yield is wait. And this is just gonna wait for 1 frame. Maybe it's like it has to catch up a little bit. Yeah, okay, that was it. But maybe this indicator should be, it shouldn't look like the eyedropper because that's weird. I'll have to make another version of this that looks better, but for now I'll just leave this off. And save this for another time, I think. Okay, let me go back to the painting and try painting with this setup. I think it's cool. I'll be right back. 1 second, I'm in the bathroom. Get some honey. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I just realized you guys couldn't see the bottom of the screen this whole time. So you're missing out on all the prints. Oops. Okay, next time I'll do a better job for that. Here, I'll show you the prints here. These are the prints. So it just shows you all the stuff that's happening. Man, all this stuff I was talking about wasn't even on the screen. I guess I need to do the same thing for color jitter as well. You know what? I'm gonna map these to my tablet buttons. This feels kind of funky, but I'm sure once I get used to it, it would be pretty nice. So I'm probably gonna keep playing around with this. It's interesting. Hey Jaden, it's nice to finally meet you at Lightbox. And I'm sorry my voice was gone. It's still kind of gone. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I think next year for Lightbox I need to walk around more. I didn't see anything, basically. I just jealous of you guys. I think I saw. Yeah, it was just hard to find people, and everyone. It was so packed that yeah, everyone was just busy talking and couldn't. I was walking by Alex Constad's table like 3 times, and he was just busy every time. I finally caught him at the last day. Did you see any interesting stuff, Jaden? Walking around? Oh yeah, I kept hearing about Marco Bucci. I never met him, but everyone was saying like he has really good videos and stuff. He does YouTube, right? One guy was telling me I should like try to get in contact with him to see if he'll look at heavy paint, because he was saying that his style could maybe fit. So I need to try that out. I've tried to email a few YouTubers before, but I usually don't get a response. I'm not sure if it's because my emails are bad, or maybe the emails that I'm sending to are dead, because I just use the one on their about page, and maybe they're just an old email or something, but I need to figure out how to. They probably get like a billion emails every day, so I guess you would have to have some sort of introduction to them or something like that. Hello, Kev. And Peter Han was doing a mural, right? I guess he would have been. It was the plan for it to be him and Kim Jong-gi doing the mural together. Still can't believe that he's gone so suddenly. Thanks, Kev. Yeah, I think yeah, I'm pretty happy with the new update. I'm glad you guys are liking it. There's a few people that are not so much liking it, but I'm hoping over time they'll warm up to it. I actually got an email yesterday from somebody who was saying that they really love the old version, but this new one was too different, so they got really frustrated and just uninstalled it. And normally I would just be like, you know, count that as a loss and just move on, but I wonder if I should try to just, I'm debating if I should email them back and just say like, oh, would you want to just do a little video call and I could just show you the new one? Because who knows, maybe I could learn something from that and just see what exactly it is that's like causing the problems and figure out what to do, or maybe they just need some help to play with the new one. But yeah, the updates are hard because it's sort of an uphill battle. You know, if you change something, if you change something and it's just as good as the old one, that's already bad, right? Because then you have to relearn the thing to get the same result that you could have had before. So what's the point? That's a negative. That's negative, right? So in order for the update to be worth it, it has to be like way better than the old one to even count as even, right? So yeah, it's definitely a challenge. So yeah, I should probably email that person back and see if I can talk to them and get more info. Because yeah, this whole app stuff, it's very humbling. People are really passionate about it, and they tell you right away. They just say like, I hate this, or I love it, which I think is really cool, you know? Like, you get to, I mean, as long as people are passionate, that's a good sign, I think. Is there a faster way to use eyedropper? Faster than just clicking in on this button? What do you mean? Do I plan on making more Blender? Not for the foreseeable future, no. Maybe I should try to make a little heavy poly program. It's just straight up, yeah, just polygons. Yeah, that was the original intent of heavy poly, was just 3D modeling, I guess. I actually was thinking about it the other day. It would be cool to have a little tiny polygon modeler on your phone that's just super simple but works nicely with a phone. I think it would be possible because there's a very small amount of tools that you use all the time when you're modeling, and if you can nail those tools and that interface for it could actually be really comfortable and fast. But yeah, that would definitely be a challenge. But and actually, in a lot of ways, 3D is nice because it's all, you can't do little tricks and hacks to make 3D fast like you can in 2D, because with painting you can like flatten things and take screenshots and hide strokes, like active strokes, to make more performance. But with 3D you can't do that, because you can, you have to be able to rotate around the model. So in that way it might be easier, because the whole like screenshotting and optimizing of the 2D system here in HEAVYPAINT is so annoying. So it'd be nice to just have everything be real time all the time in a 3D program. But that would be another like 5-year rabbit hole or something, probably. Well, for sculpting, there's a program called Nomad that's really cool on iPad, and I was following that guy, and I actually got to talk to him a little bit, and he's pretty inspiring. And he's been working on that sculpting app since like 2015 or something. He's had so many different versions of it, so it's really good. I think it's like one of the top apps on iPad for that category. So he's doing really well with it. And I downloaded it. The interface is really cool. Yeah.
Was it a huntsman or a player that made you pay the cost, that now assumes relaxed positions and prostitutes your loss? Were you
Yeah, definitely. That's totally what it would be like, just drawing in 3D, I guess. With the lassos. Maybe I should try to, maybe I'll make a little prototype at some point.
You got something going, something you call unique, but I seen your self-pity showing as the tears roll down your cheeks. Soon you know I'll leave you, and I'll never look behind. That crucifix your mind, so can't convince your mirror, as you've always done before, giving substance to shadows, giving substance evermore.
So I've reverted back to not using the hotkeys, I think, because I kind of like just painting with one hand. I think it just feels more natural. But I guess it's there now, in case anyone wants to adjust their size and stuff.
That you didn't whisper to him too.
Brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers, I want to tell one some kind story about some psychedelic woman. I see this kind psychedelic woman for some nightclub, and I ask her, say, woman, waiting be this kind psychedelic way when I do so. When I sabi waiting, I wonder. Say sigh, mean say the shoe way it get that kind tall bottom. Now why? Then cat, mean say that dress way woman they wear, way they see all in lecture. Anyway, as for me, as I say that one, then they call her mini. Better for two. Going on, he say then mean all the ambi and lipstick them way they make woman in face shine like silver. And last of all, lick means say woman way ready in fact, this one I did, then you be some papa. So I want to sing some song just now where you all go here. Well I say psychedelic woman. Aha. Yes. Well I say psychedelic woman. He go for deep to ho ho. He go for polo ho ho. He go for lido ho ho. Silver cup the inside. Well I say psychedelic woman. La 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 shabba la 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 la. Psychedelic woman, you wonderful. Well I say psychedelic woman. Now wow. Well I say psychedelic woman. Hey boy, yeah. Atlantic oh he go go. Star Hotel oh he go go. City Hotel oh he go go. Everywhere they inside oh. Well I say psychedelic woman. Yeah, 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 yeah. La 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 la. Now listen to me.
No, I don't think there's any ideal graph line. It just shows you how you're distributing your values. I guess, let me see how this one looks. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really know how to read these. I guess that means that, maybe I should bring back the one where it actually showed the color with the line, so it would give you each stroke's color here vertically, and then you could see sort of like a color history of the piece. I'm not sure about this this green stuff up here. I might undo some of it. I think I'm getting a little too fancy with all this stuff down here, so I'm going to try to wrap this up now before I go too far on it. Man, I don't like this grass that I did. Ah, I don't like this grass. Ah. Damn it. Oh, no, no, no. Alright guys, I'm probably going to be noodling on this for a little while longer to try to fix this area, but this is a general idea. And anyway, thank you for joining in tonight. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope I'll see you next time.